Whoa! At last! A comic on stage with a real crutch. How are you all doing? It's a bit more than that, come on. Woo! I've got to be honest, I'm a bit knackered myself. I'll tell you what, my eyes are that tired, I thought I pulled on the way here. Now seriously, I caught this hot guy giving me the eye from the platform, until I realised he was lusting at me from a Wellman vitamins poster. You think that's sad? 4 posters later, I asked him out. Now look, like I said, my eyesight's a bit shit. Do a bit of admin first. Are there any of my ex-husbands hiding in here? Now honestly, it's scary. My eyes used to be so good, I could see right through them. Just because you're really young, don't think it lets you off. I've had my fair share of toy boys. In fact, you know, one of them used to look a lot like you. He doesn't now, of course. It's been years since I've buried him. I mean, I do love my gardening, but worms still are fuck with your face. Have you ever noticed how hands are perfectly designed for holding a gun? Now I can see what you're thinking. Wow, she's not as fit as that first headliner. No, Kimberly. No, this is what you look like after not 3, but 4 divorces. Yeah, no smooth face here, girl. No, proper fucking wrinkles. Now, I can see what you're thinking though, sir. She's still pretty fucking fit for an old bird. Wonder if she's got any daughters. No. 4 ex-husbands, no kids. 173 cats. So you're probably wondering what went wrong there then. Well, apparently marriage is something you have to work at. And work sucks. Evidently more than I did. 4 husbands. That's a lot, isn't it? People find that fascinating. I found it expensive. I was thinking of making it into a film. I'm going to call it 4 Weddings. And it's not finished yet. Anyone here thinking of getting married? Any Valentine's Day proposals?
No.
Fucking not now, eh? Changed your mind right away there, hasn't it, hey? Bloody hell. Mind you me, I've got to be honest, I did get a bit addicted to weddings, it's true. But I found weddings are a lot like eating a Chinese. Half hour after I've finished one, I'm ready for another. I do love a nice wedding dress though. Not that big sort that you can hide a fart under. Or at my age, a dragging vaginal prolapse. No. Something nice and slinky and sexy. Until I found mine on my ex-husband. Yeah. Oh, I know. And he says to me, can you see if my bum looks big in this? I said, no. But I can see a big cunt in it. My shortest marriage only lasted 3 months. I know, my chlamydia lasted longer. He was one of the toy boy husbands, actually he was. He was so much younger than me, we had a Spider-Man duvet. And when we split up, it wasn't just because of the age gap, no, it was more to do with his mates. When they came round for sleepovers. And they all wanted to be in Spider-Man too. But that's the important thing though, isn't it, to keep a marriage together? Finding shared interests, things to do together, like each other's mates. How many people have asked me why I got married so many times? It's like my mum always used to say, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. And she had 4 kids. I'm the oldest. Obviously I didn't live up to expectation. You know, like at Christmas when your family decide you're all getting charity Christmas presents. And you've spent the entire year hoping for a diamond ring. And instead, you've adopted a goat. I asked my dad once what he wanted for Christmas. He said he wanted a nice, loving daughter. So my mum had another baby. I did get this lovely, nice smartwatch for Christmas, which I forgot to set the time on again. Honestly, it's really good, it's great. It's got GPS on it and everything. I've been able to sack my therapist. I can find me fucking self. But it's also got a load of other great apps on it as well. It tells me how little sleep I get, how stressed I am all the time, and how Kimberly, lying on the sofa all day drinking Prosecco, burns absolutely no calories. But did you know, there's 20,000 times more processing power in this smartwatch than NASA had to send people to the moon? Which means my wrist is more powerful than a rocket launcher. Also proving I can't do it with my left fucking hand. You know what I mean, don't you, love? Yeah. It's like a wanking machine made by Wallace and Gromit, to be fair. Talking of getting some exercise, anyone join a gym in the new year? Silence all round. That's how fit this line are, ladies and gentlemen. I can see they don't need to go. There's all muscles at the front there. I went a little bit further. I joined a trapeze club. I know, oldest swinger in town, me. They taught us this trick the other week where I'm hanging upside down from a guy and a girl at the same time. Finally, learning to swing both ways. Anyway, that was the trapeze club. And now here we are in dry February. I know. Did anyone have dry January?
No.
Oh, one. Dry February. Because that's what happens when you've been in marriage for a long time, isn't it? Eventually the sex dries up. So I'm having a break from weddings at the moment. I'm calling it the menopause, which is when your fanny dries up. Drier than Prince Harry at a funeral. No, seriously, girls, menopause. It dries it out like some kind of coarse grade sandpaper and tightens it up so much. It's like trying to feed your cock into an ATM. And that's tight, isn't it? That's tight. That's it. Imagine like pushing a blown up balloon through a letterbox. You're in danger of being degloved. And that's why it's called the menopause, because it is simply that, a pause from men. So I finally got to that age in life where I can have as much sex as I want, whenever I want. Except I can't, because I can't get it in. Now look, don't get me wrong, I've obviously had a man in at some point. I know this, because my sex drive has been gravelled over. It's just a shame he didn't stop to do the gardening while he was there. Maybe muck out some of the guttering. But you do get to the point, don't you, where if a shag really is off the table, I mean, on the table would be nice, but we don't seem to have one. I mean, I can't get it in. You do think, why don't you just stop playing with your cock and stick your credit card in the ATM instead? I'll settle for a handbag. But I've seen a doctor now, and she's put me on HRT, which is this special medication designed to turn me within weeks from being a bitter and dried up old hag and back, my friend, into a horny, wet 16-year-old. I'll let you know when it's worked. But anyway, I'll leave you with this. You're probably wondering why I've got this crutch. Well, that's because I broke a couple of toes. Oh no, thank you so much for your sympathy. No, what happened was I fell off the trapeze. I know, turns out not only am I shit at marriage, I'm shit at swinging too. Thank you very much, I had a great night, I've been free. Good night.